Now I want you to imagine the scene. You're at a 2-day sales conference and you get to the end of the first day. You've been sweating, you've been networking, you've been negotiating. You get to the end of the day, you get to your hotel room, you take your shirt off and you think, I know, I'll get my shirt ready for the next day, only to discover you only packed one shirt, the shirt that you came in with. And after your first day of sweating and negotiating and selling, it's all creased and sweaty. So what do you do? Now, you are a cheapskate and you've booked into a hotel that has neither a kettle nor a hairdryer. I know it's very unlikely. However, as good fortune and amazing coincidence would have it, your wallpaper stripper is in the back of the car. And you think, well, I know steam's good at getting out wrinkles from a shirt and freshening it up, so I wonder if I can use that. Let's see what happens. So you bring it into your room and you plug it in. The good thing about this is it has a large capacity water tank and the ability to produce continuous steam. So what do? You decide to take the paddle, I'm going to call it a paddle, I don't know what it's called, but you take the paddle off the end and you think, all I need is a continuous jet of steam and I can freshen up my shirt. What's the worst that could happen? So you've filled it up with water, you've turned it on, you've removed the paddle, and after a few minutes, some steam comes out. Great. However, you notice that it spits and sputters like nobody's business. Not great, not a great start. At this point, I should add a legal disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. Devices should not be used for any purpose other than that they were designed for. If you should choose to use a device for any purpose other than that it was designed for, you do so at your own risk, and I am in no way to be held liable. And with 100 degrees steam and hot water sputtering out at the end, this is possibly not what you want to be doing. Anyway, I'm going to show you what it's like. So the jet of steam and the water, you liberally spray over your creased shirt. And I hope you can see, all I'm doing is pulling the fabric taut and giving it a good spray with the steam. Pull it taut and spray with the steam. And the creases are quite literally just melting away. The same with the other side. I'm going to pull on the base of the shirt, steam it. So not only is this removing the creases, it's also, the steam will also attach itself to the sweat in the shirt and will remove that as well. Not remove it, but certainly freshen it up. Now the major downside of this is that it's not designed for this. So it's designed for removing wallpaper from a stubborn wall. And as a result, it lacks a little bit of finesse. It lacks a little bit of the gentle touch. It's quite a brutal steam and hot water jet that's coming out. However, in terms of its effectiveness, it does a very good job. And there we have a freshened up and fairly nicely ironed shirt. But it does beg the question of, when are you going to have that unique combination of circumstances that you don't have an iron, but you do have a wallpaper stripper in the back of your car? I'm not sure this is going to happen very frequently. However, I'm just proving the principle that in theory, you can iron a shirt with a wallpaper stripper. Now, scenario 2, which may be a little more likely. You are a day guest at a wedding. You're staying over, and again, for some reason, you've only brought one shirt with you. There is a slight lull between the day and the evening events, and you would like to freshen your shirt. This time, however, you've booked into a nice hotel. Your nice hotel not only has a kettle, it also has a hairdryer, and you're wondering if this combination of kettle and hairdryer may be employed in some way to freshen up your shirt. So today we're going to find out if it's possible to iron a shirt with a kettle and a hairdryer. So I've had to rearrange slightly so you can get all the elements in the shot anyway. So we'll put the kettle on and let that boil. Now, as anybody knows who has ever boiled a kettle in a hotel room, when it's boiled, it switches itself off automatically. So you may need to give it a bit of a hand keeping the steam going. So when it's finished boiling, you need to keep your finger on the switch to stop it switching off. While the kettle's boiling, fasten your shirt up fully on the hanger. Give the switch a nudge so it keeps boiling. And then all you're going to do is open the shirt over the steam and let the shirt fill up with steam. Now the secret to this is not putting your hand over the neck hole where the steam is now pouring out. But the secret of this is to keep shaking the shirt, and the shaking will gradually remove the creases. If you can see that, it's happening already. I'm going to turn it round so you can see the back. You're giving it a shake, you're giving it a shake. Forget the wallpaper stripper. This actually works. This is actually really good. So, a few minutes of that, of shaking the shirt on a wooden hanger over the steam from the kettle. And your sweaty smell is removed from the shirt. That's enough of that. And that, honestly, I've done worse jobs with an actual iron, as many people have told me. Anyway, to make it instantly wearable, you just grab the hairdryer from the room and give it a blast. And that, amazingly, is a perfectly ironed, perfectly wearable and perfectly dry and deodorized shirt using your hotel kettle and a hairdryer. Who knew? Wallpaper stripper, I wouldn't bother so much. Kettle and a hairdryer, yes please. See you next time. Take care, I'll see you soon.